Today. No, we haven't done that. Which one were we supposed to do? Good morning, family. Good morning. Your girl is up. The song said, "Don't wake me up. We are up." Where's the sharpener? Jay, go get your sharpener. We need a sharpener for the pencil. Yeah, and an eraser. Alright. Good morning, family, guys. Listen. Got an email. The kids can't go to school because it had some, what they call it, some bad weather last night. I didn't even look outside. I'm done. Very good, you done. Good job. You want the sandwich? So good morning, family. So the kids didn't get to go to school today. Bad weather today. We have bad weather today outside. What are you doing? Hey, Corn, how are you? Blessings, blessings. How are you doing? Good morning, good morning. Yes, I am here. We get up. We're thankful. We're alive. We are well. I don't even know how outside look, but they said due to the inclement weather, the schools are closed. Yesterday it was closed as well because it was freezing. So, well, anyway, he homeschools, so I'm the coach for homeschool. So I gotta make sure I got him his book here. So I'm gonna help him with that while doing my thing. And I got a little devotional book here. I'm gonna share for today because it's a book about devotion for all the month long, for all month long. You have a devotion for every day. So somebody had given this book to me. It was, I think my doula had given it. Oh, Sister Friends, they had given this book to me. And this is from 2021. Yeah, she was from Sister Friend. That after I had the baby, they gave that book to me. So I found out that information. I don't know if anybody is like me when somebody, whole lot of woman podcast. Greetings. How are you? How are you? Greetings to everyone. How is everyone doing today? So I don't know if anybody's like me, but when somebody give me a book, I like to document that book. Put the dates, the who person, who's the book coming from her. So virtual homeschool was canceled too, yes, because the teacher having some throat issues. It seems like she's having the flu or something. So as a result, that was also canceled. But nevertheless, the good part of homeschool is everything is on the computer. So now we're gonna do the assignment to put the assignment up. All we have to do is to help him work on it. I don't think we had sent this one in yet, Jay. Did we? Or we do that already? So we're just gonna do the assignment, upload it, and then. All right, here. And then that will be it for that, and stuff like that. So how is everyone doing today? How is everyone? Greetings to everyone. Hope everyone is having a blessed day today. Ooh. All right. So, which one? Which week are you in? Oh, this week. Oh, today's day 4. Today's Thursday. Go back to yesterday, which is Wednesday. Okay, you didn't upload Wednesday work. You don't have to click this again to scroll down. And this is where you say I put my info in books so no one can steal them and claim it. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. My stepdaughter graduates today. Oh, congratulations! Congratulations to you and your stepdaughter. All right, New Heights. Is that college or high school? What's day 4? Or university? What's day 4? Day 4 meaning it is today. Check Wednesday and let me see. Day 4 is, can you go to school 5 days a week? Oh, we did 61. Okay, go back to day 4. 4? Yeah. Homeschool is a lot of work, but I somewhat liking it. Oh, day 5. You gotta turn that down, Amir. I like it. I like high school. All right, so listen, this is when everything gets serious now. Going to high school, that's when everything gets serious because after high school, then if you want to transition to university, colleges, training, get a trader. So this is when things really get serious. It is working. You want cartoon? Yeah, it's not working. It's not working. And then I got the baby. I was supposed to go somewhere today, and I had to cancel. No, put it in it. Because where I will be going, no children are allowed, so I would have to cancel. I'm gonna put the cartoon in for you. Give me a second. Okay, you put the internet. Oh, I must put the internet. Okay.
9, put the internet.
Okay, where is the button for this? I don't know what you guys did to the phone.
You want help?
Um,
I can help you. Mom!
oh, it's type up top. Yes.
I know how to do it.
Cartoon. Oh man, I'm telling you.
Cartoon.
So high school, all right. She's about to see the real world. Yes, that's when the real world start. You have to buckle down. So today we're gonna have this little book here to share. And then, hey, get out the camera. Grace travels and visa requirement. How are you doing? How are you doing? So what is the missing number?
Okay.
You're counting backwards. So if you look, 9 is a bigger number. Okay, good. Put that in. So you're counting backwards. So good morning, grace and visa requirement, inner beauty, blessing, lifestyle. Greetings. How are you guys this morning? So, as I said, this was a little book given to me, and it have all the months, every day of the year in it. 12 months of the year, and it got something in there. So today is February 6th, and we're going to read what February 6th says. Come to me and rest. I am all around you. What is the missing number? Okay. What? 5, 10, 15. And another 5 you got?
50.
No, you're going too far. Try it again. Look, this is 5, 10, 15. What is this right here? No, we're counting by 5. So get your pencil. So when a child is counting by 5 and you don't understand, you see the last number? So you put it on here like this, add a 5 at the bottom, put the plus sign, add it on. 5 and 5 is how much?
5 is 5. That is 10.
Okay, but are you going to put the 10 down? Write the 10 to the side. Shoulder back. Write the 10 to the side. Write the 10 over here so you don't get confused. Yes, I am going to get dressed. Just wanted to stop by and say hello. Appreciate you all at Woman Podcast. I gotta check you out. Thank you so much. Appreciate everyone. So do you
20.
you cheated just now. You know these kids think you don't have an eye to see. Anyway, so this today's devotional thing here that come from this book. The book is said devotional. This is what it says. Come to me and rest. I am all around you to bless and restore. Breathe me in with each breath. The way the way just ahead of you is very steep. So basically it's saying the way just ahead of you is very steep. Slow down and cling tightly to my hand. I am teaching you a difficult lessons, learned only by hardship. Lift up empty hands of faith to receive my precious present. Light, love, joy, and peace flow freely through this gift. When your focus turns away from me, you grasp for other things. You drop the glowing gift of my present as you reach for lifeless ashes. Return to me, regain my present. And that is also taken from Matthew 11, verse 28 through to 29, and First Timothy 2, verse 8. So if you want to go read that also for yourself, that is where this is taken from today. That's that right there.
Can you close the door right here?
Let's play the digit detectives. I am going to say numbers and their place values for 2 set of numbers. Then you are going to fill out the place value chart and tell me the number I am describing. Finally, you are going to write whether the first number is less than or greater than the second number using less than or greater than sign. So you're going to use less than or greater than sign. Yes, family. So this book have 12 months of the year, and for the month of February, for every day, it's going to have a lesson in there. And let me show you where it's in for February. Okay, you have 29 days here, but this year is 28 days this year. So that is that for that. So we have to go slow. It's like a turtle. Even the book telling us we gotta go slow. Even like a turtle, we gotta go slow. And you can read that for yourself. He said to gain to lift up empty hands. You lift your empty hands up of faith to receive my precious presence. You get light, you get life, you get joy, you get peace, flow freely through this gift, you know. And he said, I am teaching you a difficult lesson and a lot of things that we're going to encounter. Okay, so this is what they give me 1 second if I'm so this is what they were talking about. Do you remember when we have to merge these number together? You have 3 10s and 3 1s. Put them together, what do you get?
33.
Exactly. And then you have these 2 10s, 5 1s. Put them together, what do you get?
25.
Alright, so now when you look at these two numbers, which one is greater and which one is less?
Okay.
Just you did it before. You did it before. And you can write it down in here too. Yeah. Yes, so we always have to be somewhere in his presence so he can restore us. He said to be blessed and restored, you know. Breathe me in with each breath. And it's like every day I get up I had to breathe him in, because when the trials and tribulation get bigger, you have to breathe it in. Breathe him in. And you don't wait till the trials and tribulation is out there for you to breathe the word of God in. You gotta breathe him in all the time. And even though we're creatures of habits, we are gonna have our own way of breathing in and breathing out the things that we need to. Elaine and Mike were picking up blueberries. Elaine had 19 blueberries and ate 10. Mike has 13, picked 7 more. So Elaine had 19 blueberries and ate 10 from it. You should be writing that down. Write down the 19 and the 10 because this one you're telling you're gonna subtract. And Mike had 13 and add 7 more. That means Mike is gonna add 7 more to the 13. So you know how we did this number just now? Look, so you're gonna do yours like that. You know. And it's so funny now, everything you're trying to search for now, you have a lot of things coming up on there. And that's why we have to learn to trust in our faith, trust in our God, trust in Him so He can restore us. So I'm looking at the power of trust. And they say the power of trust can refer to the authority a trustee has to manage a trust assets, or the authority a beneficiary has to redirect those assets. It can also refer to the concept of trust in general, such as in leadership or in online interactions. So it works vice versa with a lot of stuff. So trust powers, trustees powers. The authorities a trustee has to manage a trust asset include acquiring, investing, selling, and distributing them. And in order for somebody to trust you, you gotta be able to. They have to be able to also trust themselves, so that when they're trusting us with anything, they know that you are trusted individuals. You know, same rules apply. Which one is bigger? Which one is? They say which number would be the hungry caterpillar want to eat. Remember they said the hungry caterpillar want to eat the bigger number, like what you did in the book yesterday. Or do you know your numbers?
Both of that one.
No, no, no. Which does this number come before this number?
Yes.
Okay, so which one would you consider bigger number? You're guessing.
That one.
You're guessing. You must be confident. You did it in your book yesterday. Okay, then you gotta be confident, babe. Okay, you see that? I mean, the hungry caterpillar eating the bigger number. He gotta eat the bigger number. He don't want the little number. He want the big number.
Why?
Because he greedy.
It's like my brother again.
What about you?
Not greedy.
All right, all right. I continue to do what you're doing.
So this one, 29 is the bigger.
So even when doing anything, we have to have some level of trust in us, some level of investment things in us to also know these things. 'Cause when we trust in people with anything, we want to make sure this person can be trusted, and it begin with us. making sure we can be trusted too. Beneficiary powers. The authority a beneficiary has to redirect the assets of trust. Usually after the beneficiary, in this case would be dying, but we're not talking about that, okay? Because nowadays you don't have to even die for you to lose trust in anything. We see it every day where people losing trust in a lot of things because the things are not being can't trust things no more. You can't trust the process no more. Sometimes we just hear people saying we're going with the flow. But in literally we should not be able to just go with the flow. We should be able to come on common grounds, common terms. But greediness take over. Power of appointment. The authority, a beneficiary has to redirect the asset of trust while they are still. They're just talking about while they're still alive. Let's not read that one. We're talking about trust in leadership. It's like we have somebody to lead.
Ma, what's this about?
Circle the correct words to make the sentence true. Is it greater than? Is it less than? Is it equal to? You have 20 and you have 2 10 0 1. Or is it equal to or less than?
Equal.
Okay, go ahead and do what you gotta do.
Okay.
You got it?
Yep.
So, okay. All right. You have 1 10 4 ones. And you have 17 over here. Is it equal to? Is 1 10 4 ones equal to? Less than? Is less than or is greater than?
This one is less than.
Okay.
So,
Go ahead. You know what to do.
alright.
So the trust in leadership now. The importance of being transparent, reliable, and consistent in order to build trust with others.
Alright.
And for this one, we all can resonate with this one because as content creators, one of the things we thrive for, when we say we're thriving for excellence, is the ability to be able to lead, and not just to lead, but to be consistent in how we are doing our stuff, and it doesn't matter how you're doing your stuff,
Alright,
everybody ain't gonna figure it out right there and then. Sometimes it take years, months, weeks, days, whatever. We have the months, we have the days, we have the year, we have the weeks. So regardless, we all tried somewhere. Okay, so now you understand what is the homework on page 66. Okay, so go ahead and do this now. Here, this is your homework. Go ahead. The same thing you just did right there, son. That's what you're gonna do. See? Look, sit here. This one. You know what I mean? So the same way we wanna show up every day, whether you're doing it through a short, whether you're doing it through a live, whether you're doing it through a video. We want to be able to show up every day. So trust in leadership, and that's one way. Hi, John. You say what a beautiful. Oh, you so funny. How are you? I am neither nor neither, but how are you? Hey, I'm neither nor neither. So don't look at my hat. That's my same some Spider-Man or something hat. Okay, good morning. Yes, good morning. Okay. Anyway, let's keep moving on. We're talking about trusting in leadership. So the importance of being transparent, reliable, and consistent in order to build trust with others.
Which one?
When you look at the 1s and 10 and the 17, which one is less than? So you say this one is less than that. Okay. So finish your rest of your work. Look at the numbers here.
Yeah, I gotta circle these. So
You want it?
Oh, LESS. Oh, use your words that you remember which one. Okay. So yeah, you say I am good. Where are you from? I am originally from Jamaica, living in Michigan. Yes. So anyway, so when we talk about trust in leadership, because as YouTube creators, as content creators, we want to be transparent as much as possible. Sometimes you can't be a 100% transparent because of other issues. It could be legal issues. It could be you're going through stuff and you have a lawyer, or you're just going through a turmoil phase that you're not ready yet to share. But you can still do what you have to do regardless of whatever you're going through. And be reliable. That means people are looking every day as content creators. Oh, This person might put a short out. This person might put a live out. This person might put a video out. You know what I mean? So be reliable and also be consistent in order to build trust with others. That means this one, if you have it, you draw the sign properly. Look at how they have the sign. That sign don't draw good. This sign look like a 7.
They printed it. That's why.
This is how you draw a sign. Just like that. Wait. Just like that. So this one, if they have this, that means you're supposed to have this sign because you're telling like 31 is greater than.
Thanks for helping us, Ryder. You're welcome, Alex. Whenever you have a problem, just yell for help.
Okay.
Full episodes of Paw Patrol and Nickelodeon.
So we want to be able to be consistent in order to build trust with others, you know. And when we mean others, we're talking about the people who are going to support your community. Some people will not support your community, but still be consistent because you never know who is out there wanting to support you, wanting to just check you out, wanting to stop and give you support. Everybody's not out here trying to be crabs, you know. Still put things out there. People, the real, genuine people, you will see who they are in the end. All right. So once you keep being progressive, want to be continue to be consistent and something, do your own thing and everything. You will continue to see the real OGs who are genuine to you, who are genuine to your content. They're not just take from you and in return they disappear and everything. They're being there to show you the love and support. You know, the real people. You know what I mean? These people are people who are gonna be OGs in the end. You know what I mean? They got things to do. Don't get me wrong. Everybody got things to do. But the ones that are fake and don't like you, you will see they start to show. But what are you going to do? You got to keep putting out your content out there. The real OGs will be here for you. They ain't going to switch. They ain't going to turn. They ain't going nowhere. Even if you don't see them today, tomorrow, they will still be here. Just lend us support. All right? So be consistent. Be reliable. Be transparent. Trust in online interaction. And since we're on online all the time, you know, doing what we're doing, putting out content such as on YouTube, and so the importance of security and privacy in online interaction, such as emails, messages, messaging apps, and voicemail. So we have to be trust in online interaction because even giving out our information to other people, such as your emails, your maybe WhatsApp, if you have WhatsApp, or so you still got to be careful of knowing who you're giving these things to, and sometimes it's hard to find or figure out who you're giving these things to because everybody will portray themselves as this one person, and then in the end you would know that they're going to do you more harm than good. You know what I mean? And you can see clearly that you have a lot more people who cannot be trusted. You understand? Trust in, I would say, trust in your content.
I did.
Trust in the things that you are doing. Make sure, I'm going to check it when I'm done. So make sure you double check it one. Which one is this? You're saying this one is greater than this?
No, I'm saying this is bigger.
Oh, okay, okay. Oh,
Because
yeah.
you're gonna eat the bigger number, right?
Yeah,
And they're equal to.
yeah, but this one not eating the bigger number.
They're pointing at the bigger number.
No, it's not pointing at the bigger number. You might want to open so you can eat the bigger number.
It's open wide to eat.
Yeah. And what is this one now?
4 is less than 7.
Huh?
I'm saying 4 is less, but 7 is bigger.
Okay.
2 is bigger.
Okay, but you gotta circle the one that is, if you say 24 is less than this, you gotta circle it too. Just like how you did this one.
But that's
Yeah. This family. Kids don't go to school today, so we have to be home. So the idea that trust is powerful force that can impact your content, impact your reputation, impact your market. You know, who are you trying to market things to or anything? Trust have to be in a lot of stuff. And I know a lot of people, they don't have no trust in no one. They just have selfish trust. You know, you have a thing, selfish trust. Like, not really say trusting, but it's just a way for them to disguise who they are really, so that they can achieve what they need to achieve by stepping on somebody. It's not genuine.
There we go. Now let me go submit it. Now where was I at to submit?
So trust is the cornerstone of any successful.
This is where I am.
You need to you done this one. Oh, okay, good job.
I want to back all the way to there because I thought it would give me something.
I don't like how you write this. You need to write it correctly. The sign. You're gonna take your time and write the sign. The sign is like a V. You gotta hit submit over here.
Oh, we got that.
No, you don't have to go back. Go to maths up here. You're wasting time. Go here. Hit that and then you go here. Then you go over to the activity, right? Assignment. No, why you hit day 5? You're on day 4. Yes. Then you hit this. Hit this. Yes, and then you scroll down so you can upload your assignment. And you should write your name up top too. Because I guess if they gotta print these things, they might need to write your name up there, because they don't let they print them. And then you don't get your grade for your assignment that you did work on for. Yeah. Yes, family. Yes. So trust is the cornerstone. Turn that down, my young man.
No.
He tell me no. So trust is the cornerstone of any successful relationship, whether at work, home, or among friends and families. Without trust, people tend to work in solos and defensively, which hampers collaboration and achievement. Yes, because a lot of people struggle. You know what I mean? And some people don't struggle, some people just hate. And through hate, it become resentment, it become neglect, they become inferior, they become frustrated, they become all kind of things. You know what I mean? And as a result, that can give negative impact, and not just what they're doing, but also within what their circle is about. Conversely, high trust fosters synergy and collaboration, leading to faster and better results. But we want faster and better results, but we got to make sure that these things are 100% guaranteed. It's credible, it's reliable, it's trusted, it's not just take. It's not just you ripping. We have to make sure these things are in 100% genuine, because a lot of things you see around you will not be genuine. So we gotta make sure these things are genuine. Because if they are not genuine, that's where it can pose a challenge. You know what I mean? So even though we want the fast life, we want we want everything to go accordingly, but we still gotta also remember these things. You know what I mean? Trust is the cornerstone of any successful relationship. And sometimes you can trust someone, and then in the end you realize that, wow, what did I miss? What did I overlook? And over we hear people talk about these things in work, in life, with family, with friends. Sometimes you have somebody invite them to your home, and the next thing you realize, when they're leaving, something is missing. Next thing you trust somebody with something personal, and next thing you know, trust is broken. You know what I mean? Next thing, you at work, you trust somebody at work to be in friendship with them, and then sooner or later something go left, then they go south, they get sour, and they're ready to tear someone down also. So we have to be careful of how we put these trust in things that give it time. That nothing that you see here is going to evolve overnight. It's a constant learning curve. It's a constant learning process. Go ahead and upload your work, baby.
And it's uploaded.
Let me see if you done it properly.
No, where was I?
So why is trust Why is trust than love? Trust is often viewed as a stronger foundation for love. So when you trust someone, it's like you say, I trust you. I believe in you. I know you're capable of doing, because you're confident enough, you're bold enough to have faith. And that's the other thing. We gotta build all these things upon faith. And your intuition to your deep inner thoughts will never
What's
mislead you.
telling you?
Is it correct all the time? No, because it depends on what part of you that intuition is coming from. Your music is loud, I mean.
Mama, we did day 5 already.
No, you need to do day 5. Go back to day 5 right here. So we have to be careful, because they say without trust, it cannot be challenged. It can be challenging for love to thrive, not to thrive, surviving long term, and it is true. You don't got no trust, all the things that you would desire to hope for long term,
Keep going.
it's not gonna work. It's like you accusing me, I'm accusing you. Then sooner or later we're gonna have to depart, because you don't got no trust, I don't got no trust. So therefore, there is no collaboration right there.
Alright,
Because you don't believe in me, I don't believe in you. That means we don't got no trust.
Come on, which one?
Huh? These are pennies and these are coin. Which set of coin has the greatest value? This is 10, 20, 21. This 21, 22. This, and then you count this one. Slide it up. Look, I thought it was a touch screen.
Wow.
So,
This is a touch screen. Look.
okay. So we have to learn to make sure that trust is of utmost importance in everything that we're going to do, because if we don't, we will see the wrong result in the end and we will be sorry. We don't want to be sorry. Better late than never. Mega, I agree, but people get in relationship for wrong reason. And that's why there's no trust, because we get in for wrong reason. Lust is number one. Gotta stop choosing off appearance. Well, you see, appearance is just one one part of losing trust sometimes. It's just one aspect. I'm telling you, I could get all deep into that one, because I know I could say some stuff, but as I said, when I could share a lot of stuff, I would definitely share it. I will share how challenging things, this and that and that. But for now, we just have to
Alright.
keep it going the way we can. Hold on. Go to Epic. Go to Epic. Read. Go. No. Go to Accelerate. Go to hit Leave. The yellow one instead. Leave. Click this. Go to Accelerate. You know what I mean? So yes. So without trust, it can be challenging for love to survive long term. Even your goals or your relationship may be difficult to achieve if you don't have both trust and love. You know, and a lot of time, what I realize too, I mean anything, whether friendship, whether relationship, whether associates, whatever your circle of life is that you affiliate yourself with, those things those things can be very, thank you, man, those things can be very challenging, because one you one is leading with trust, and that is always 100%. Somebody is always leading with trust and somebody is always misleading. The one who is leading with trust will most likely be blind to see that somebody is misleading them, which is manipulating them, because you're leading with a good intention. You're leading with a good from a good place. You're from a good heart. You growing up with a loving foundation, a trusting surrounding. But then this, when you grow up and to excel to the next level, the people around you that you think you could trust are the ones that you cannot trust sometimes, and it is difficult to swallow, but at the same time it is true, because right now a lot of things that you see is happening is no stranger doing it. It's no stranger. You would think it's stranger doing it, but it's the people you come associate yourself with are doing these things. They might use strangers to attack you, but most of the time it's people who you have in your circle. They don't want to do the things for you to figure them out, but they will send others who you have no clue of to figure out to destroy you. They don't. Most of the time, people who are trying to hurt you, they don't use themselves. They don't trust themselves to for you to see, cause they know that you gonna find out. Yes, I am trusting the Lord to send my wife. Yeah, well, that's all you gotta do. Trust the Lord, and work on it. Work on you. Find your strength, find your weakness, know the things you can tolerate and the things you cannot tolerate. And one day you'll be surprised. And they say, seek and you shall find. Knock and the door shall be open unto you. But it's not just telling you. The Lord is not just telling us. Turn that down a little bit. The Lord is not just telling us to knock and the door will be open. You gotta work towards knocking that door. It's just like becoming a content creator. You need the first 50 subscribers to be able to go live. So it take a lot of knocking. Sometimes it may take a whole bunch of knocking for you to get to that one place. But when you get there, now you understand that it's not just stopping here. It's keep going. To continue getting the knocking, to continue get the sound, and that's how trust is gonna build, because you be consistent, you be persistent, you're reliable, you're becoming a credible place, because now people realize that even if it's garbage, you're showing up. And just remember, what is trash to someone else is a treasure to somebody else. So what somebody won't watch, someone else will watch it. What somebody won't listen to, somebody else will listen to it. You understand? And you gotta remember these things. You know. So we gotta be careful of the trust that we are out here hunting for. We gotta be careful of it. You know. They say, what make the powers of trust so powerful? When we trust in presence, it creates a positive environment where people feel safe to take a risk. Why is the computer off? Stop do that, young man. What did you do?
I click this. Click again.
Oh, I'm telling you, technology kids, oh man, their brain. I know I am worth a good wife. All right, then keep speaking it into existence. So this is what we're talking about now. What makes the power of trust so powerful? When trust is present, it creates a positive environment where people feel safe to take a risk, share ideas, and be authentic. And then, or not, even though they're saying it's create positiveness and something, when trust is present, that's only when trust is present. But you think about somebody who was so trusting of others, and then only in the end to be ripped of that trust, meaning that they will never trust anyone again. For them to gain back trust is going to take a process again. It's not going to be the same no more. People will trust you, but it's not going to be the same. It's like somebody and you having some trust issues, or they go out and they did what they're not supposed to be doing and everything, and then when they come back want you to give them back a full 100. The 100 will never be the same. It will never look the same no more. That love, that trust, that connect with the love will never be the same, because one person didn't held up to their end of the bargain. They broke that trust, you know. And then it's so funny how you were blindsided. Many of us said we were blindsided. We didn't see this coming. We didn't saw this coming, because, and that's why one of the things we have to assess ourselves in anything, friendship, relationship, and everything. I had my share of bipolar partners, and being betrayed, it hurt. I can't go through that again. People need to heal before getting in relationship. Oh yes, we got to. Because if we don't, we're gonna repeat the same bad behavior. If we're not constantly trying to learn, we are going to repeat the same behaviors that is not good. And when we repeat those same bad behaviors, what we're going to see is the same result that we had 10, 15 years ago. And as you said here, it's good to take, to heal by taking time for yourself to heal from stuff, so that even if you were hurting so bad and you needed a shoulder to cry in, and that person broke your trust while you're crying on their shoulder, because sometimes you got to be careful of your crying shoulders too, because some people are just waiting like the fox when he carried that carry that gingerbread man across the water, and he said, "Oh, you could trust me." And the gingerbread man trusts the fox because he need to get to the water, or cross the water, so he don't get wet and melt away, and that fox ate him. Right? That was a lot of trust right there. You know that, because remember now, along the way that gingerbread man was chanting, "Oh, you guys can't catch me," he didn't trust any of them that was along the pathway with him, and he trusted one person. So you got to be careful, especially when you're in your career and you're going up there and you're trying to make something of yourself, be better, make a betterment of yourself. You got to be careful. Exactly. We got to change and heal first, because God got someone for everyone. Oh yes, if you're looking for relationship, something is out there for you. If you're looking for the right friendship, the right associate, they are out there. But they want us to be able to speak in our truth, because they could be right on our platform listening to us. They're just not saying nothing. If you got a platform and you're out there, you're talking and stuff. People are out here every day looking for something. Whether it's friendship, relationship, associate, who they can associate themselves with. People are out here every day looking for things. Whether we like it or not, and sometimes the people you come across later in your life, like your meet and greet when you become better in life, you're gonna start realize that this person was watching you all along, they just didn't say anything. Like you listen to a lot of these people and they said, "How did you met your husband? How did you met your boyfriend? How did you met your girlfriend? How did you met your associate?" Say it again. What do we talk about your work? I'm the one supposed to do your work. I tell you, take it off of this and find a thing that when you're done, you can't even do the quiz. Why you put in these long cartoon characters and you can't even see the word? But you can't even see the word. Can you see the word? Do something that you can read, baby. You can't even see the reading and you're forcing your eye. I'm telling you, man. So we gotta be careful, family. Trust is stronger than love. We gotta be careful.
What's
Because
this?
even with that, you can do.
Mom, what's this book about?
What happened to relationship without trust? The absence of trust. What is it?
It,
It's a, "I appreciate your too. Thank you." Not a problem, Meg. I would love to be real friends, not just YouTube friends. Whenever you need help or a second opinion,
Mama.
communicate with me. Okay. Okay, not a problem, Meg. So, what happens to a relationship without trust? The absence of trust. And while I'm reading, guys, and you learning things are happening in your life, you can think about things in your own way, because we're entitled to our own opinions, people. You know, doesn't mean we have to be correct in our opinions, but we are all entitled to our opinion. You know what I mean? And anywhere we go, we're entitled to our opinion. It's just that we just have to be careful with our opinions. You know what I mean? But we are all entitled to our own opinion. So don't be robbing people because you think that you don't agree with somebody. You don't agree, that means you don't contribute to the problem. You find a solution and you can share your solution in the comment box. You know what I mean? That's how we learn. That's how we have different perspectives come together to learn in life. You know what I mean? No trust, no relationship, no honesty. All right, so the absence of trust transform the relationship landscape into a battlefield where insecurities flourishes, communication falters, and the bond that once seemed unbreakable begins to fray away. Like they say, fade away, They got a song say, fade away, Yes, it start to fade away. The bond that, look, you ever hear somebody when they just in a new relationship and they say, "How is everything? Everything is going great. How is everything?" What I tell about him? Oh, you wanna? Oh, let me move. He want me to calm it down, so let me get up because I have them around the computer. Let me calm it down, people. Let me obey. Let me obey. Because I can't want what I want all the time. So let me obey. Where you going? You look one coming. Yes, family. So let me read this one. So the absence of trust transformed the relationship landscape into a battlefield where insecurities flourish, communication falters, and the bond that once seemed unbreakable begin to fray. That means it fade away. You should start a podcast where people can join and talk. Yes, I'm thinking about a lot of stuff. Appreciate, you know what I mean. So I've been in relationship where I was 100%. When I mean 100% genuine, honest. If things don't sit well, I will say the ex not so well, but I think I could do it. I don't just come and say the ex is this. Because if you're gonna say the ex is that and you're not coming with a solution as to why, there's no need to that don't make no sense. If you're gonna say, "Oh, I don't like what you're doing," and you're not finding a solution, you're a part of the problem now. Because now you're telling me what I am doing wrong, but you're not also suggesting what you think I could do. Doesn't mean I have to take your suggestion, but it's just a suggestion. It's just a thought that count. You know what I mean? And we have to pay attention, you know. We have to pay attention to that because I've been in a situation where I'm giving my all, but that wasn't being given back to me. It wasn't. You know, it's like you go out every day and you are the one spending, and the other person just sit there collecting. Those people are looked at and call them parasite because they are living parasite. They don't try because they think that you always do. And sometimes we gotta step back too to see who is genuine, who can be trusted, who is not just there for what you got. Sometimes you got to take a step back. And trust me, even in the YouTube world, you got to take a step back to see who's genuine to you, who's loyal to you. And that's the only way you're going to know who is loyal. You're a diamond. You're a diamond. People need to just communicate with you. But that's all right, When people going through stuff, they ain't gonna communicate with you because one, some people have trust issues. Some people struggle with a lot of stuff. And when I say struggle with a lot of stuff, they see you as a threat to them. And when people see you as a threat to them, that can also pose a challenge to their likelihood. And that should never be. Because I'm learning from you, you're learning from me. What was your longest relationship? 10 years. 10 years. Anyway, transform the so we have to bear in mind that these things, when we don't have no trust, when trust is not present, instead of building a landscape that can be beautiful, we're building a landscape that we're just sliding down on it. We're going out instead of making it work. But I've been in a lot of stuff, guys, and I can tell you, it might not be big as some people, but your life is your life. The way you go through stuff is the way you go through stuff. Nobody can tell you what you didn't go through from what you did go through. You remember, your life is what you go through. Even if it's a small battle that you go through and you come out on top, or whatever, or you didn't come out on top, that still is your life. Everybody's life is gonna look totally different. You understand? Totally different. You know. So we gotta always remember that. So is trust a choice or feeling? In other words, trust becomes considered a choice. Because people can either have choice to trust you, to love you, to care for you, or anything. It's a choice. I am sorry, didn't mean to know nosy. I am just curious. Oh, you don't need to be curious. We don't need George today. You know that cartoon Curious George? We don't need George today. We just need to embrace what is and not what if. Because some chapters are closed, what they call it, by mutual agreement. Some chapters are not just closed because it wanted to be closed or anything. Is that you ever hear people saying is just a time of your life where you come together and learn to make different transition of your life, because sometimes you can be here and that's not what you want, where you want it to be. And instead of holding somebody back because you're selfish and you think that other people gonna look at you and say, oh, you're with this person for 10 years, then why did you this, why did you that? That have nothing to do with nothing. What have something to do with something is both partners can come together and common grounds to say, you know what, I think we need to explore, especially if you're young and you've been with somebody for years and then you realize that, all right, things is not of what we were envisioning or what we were picturing things to be. Doesn't mean you have to fight, doesn't mean you have to argue, it doesn't mean anything. You could go your separate in ways peacefully. I can tell you that much. I never learned about disrespect in relationship until I arrived in America. And that is 100% true. I never learned about disrespect until I arrived in America. When I mean disrespect in terms of relationship. And I told you guys, when I can share my life, I will. And I said this many times on my platform. When I can. Tracy Local Learning, good day, everyone. Sending love, blessing to all. Yes, appreciate you, Tracy. Thank you for stopping by. You know what I mean? So I never learned, because the way I was raised, we were raised to be respectful. If something not working out where I was raised, let's not say we, even though I'm a twin, but I'm gonna say I was raised to be respectful and go our separate ways. We didn't learn. I didn't raise to be, things not going right. If we start in, my father would have said, if we start where we mouth start to meet, I think that's where our mouth need to stop. That means we start depart, go here and there, so you don't have to be a stressful situation. Mega said the world really needs God. It's crazy out here. I was just asking how long I know you. You're a good woman. I was thinking that was he doing to lose you. Jax Curious George Mega. I'm gonna call you Curious George. Jax M Straight 86 said good morning. Good morning to you. How are you? That wasn't any everything was good, but we can grow out of love, and we can also grow to evolve in different ways that we might not have agreeable terms. We're not sharing the same goals no more. We don't have the same common interests, and when you don't have those same little details, things that help to strengthen a relationship, why hold on to that person? Give him the wings or give her the wings that they go fly. Maybe 10, 15 years later, you will be surprised to know people can come back together and make the world go around again. You know what I mean? But when you hold on somebody, you don't get the time to figure out yourself. The world smile with Basil. How are you? Yes, that's what we need. The world to smile with Basil. We need the world to smile with all of us. You see what I'm saying? So good morning, afternoon, resilient queen. Hope you're having a great day. Yes, we are here talking about trust, the power of trust. World Smart with Buzz say hi to everyone on this live chat. Yes, hello to everyone. So it's best when we're not having common. When you realize at first, when you're in any relationship, you have the honeymoon phase where you can't get over this person. You're tired of, you can't stop thinking about this person. We can't stop doing this. We can't stop doing that and everything. But when we realize that, we come down to nitty gritty time where seriousness need to be involved. The fun is still there, but the serious part need to be there, and you realize that one party is starting to drift away, and you want to go over here and build a mansion, and this person don't want to build it with you. What you gonna do? Sit there and cry? Why? Everybody gonna think you don't want me. Why are you gonna cry? You're gonna get up, you're gonna brush yourself off, and you're gonna put that false ear on, or if you don't have no false ear, as a man, you go do cut your hair, align yourself up, get back out there on the street and do what you need to do. You said you had a dream, but this person don't want to be in your dream. You said you had a vision. This person don't want to be a part of the vision. You got a mission, and this person, whether he or she, you don't care, vice versa, don't want to be a part of that mission. Why are you holding on to those persons? What is the reason for you to hold on to them? They don't have no valid reason no more. They tell you they don't want to be a part of something. Why are we holding on? We don't need to be holding on to nothing. CEO of Cash, how are you? Greetings, my sister. Greetings to everyone. soon or later, sometime these people can come to common ground and they can become your wife later and they can become your husband later. You know why? Because one, you give them the time, you give them the space to go find themselves. You give this person all that they need to go find themselves. I was listening to someone that they said they had married before, then they had divorced, and I guess they weren't on no good terms within that time frame when they divorced. And then they said a few years later, now they're back together 20 years strong. So it goes to show when you have the power of willing to let go of some things. Yes, you may be 100% in love with that person, but that person wasn't in love with you. It's not because of you either. CEO of Cash is a resilient queen. M Jackson really CEO of Cash, not because that person is not in love with you, but you gotta also remember that if that person was dealing with struggles, Christopher Flash, good morning, greetings to everyone. If that person was dealing with struggles in their life, growing up that they didn't dealt with before they found a queen or an empress or a king or a real man, a dapper man, a educated man, a educated woman, a spiritual woman, a spiritual man, a man that ready to settle down, or a woman that ready to settle down, and they realize this woman or this man is giving them everything in their life, right? And when they realize that this person is giving them everything in their life, but what is missing is that this person is not connected. Yes, ma'am, I'm good. But one thing I'm not good with, what did I tell you yesterday? Your work is important. Now go finish your work. Yes, I will help you with the maths. You know what I mean? So we have to let them go in order for them to find their way. It's just like the songwriter said, I buckle up my shoes and I started to run and I find my way back home. Sometimes you gotta buckle up and get out. That's the only way to find your way back, because when you find yourself, you will be able to find yourself right back. And each other, you will find yourself right back to each other. But if you realize that you're learning and you're growing and you're evolving and things are coming in your face that is not, you're not there yet. Let go. Buckle up your shoes and let go. Buckle back up your shoes and started to run. You will find your way back home. We will find our way back home. She's my sister in God, not trying to be offensive. Okay, that's fine. We will find our way back home. But look, a lot of us, we hold on to relationship and we are scared, or not only scared, we're embarrassed, because if I left this person that I was bragging about, how this person was everything, this person was my world, this person was my universe, this person was my everything, that person didn't have no faith in God at the time, and they need to find themselves. And it's not just male, it's all of us females. When find yourself in Christ, things will happen. you know let me give you this one example here. I remember I was going to church one Sunday and I took all my immediate family with me. And my other half at the time was supposed to come. He said, okay, I'll be there. We go ahead. So we go with the bus and he was supposed to drive and come. Because we were going early. And I'm gonna tell you, man, you see, God is a good God. So we were getting there to go early. So we all the kids went, right? The baby at the time and the young daughter at the time. And we all went ahead. I'm looking because it's just around the corner. So I'm looking to see this person present himself in church. Guys, I am in church and I'm saying, I call and I say, where are you? And say, I'm on my way. That person lied to me. Shortly after, I got a phone call while I was in church. And when I raised my hand, because we have to be respectful when you're in church. I raised my hand, grab the baby up and the daughter and tell him, hold on, I'll be right back. Let me go answer this phone call. And answer the phone. The person on the phone crying. I said, hold on, calm down, calm down. This person was so angry. I said, hold on, hold on, hold on. What is going on? What is going on? Oh, I think my car. This person was going off. Remember now, this person was supposed to be at church with us. You lie that you come into church, but you need to come to the house of God and go crash the car. Crash the car. crying endlessly. I tear my mama car up, I tear this up, and that's the punishment you get when you tell somebody you're going to go to church and you detour and go somewhere else. We're bound to make we're bound to get the word of correction, because we can't use God as a weapon to lie and then say we're going to church and don't go and then go somewhere else. And for me, if I say I'm going to go to church and I didn't get to go, I stay home. I'm not going to go outside and just drive the car, because no, that person get a lesson. And I said, well, next time when I say go to church, you go to church. God wasn't begging you to go to church. He wanted to see if you were willing. It's just like when we're willing to go somewhere. I came in at the right time, needed to hear this word before I go live. Oh, you're going to go live. Okay, I will be there. You know what I mean? So we got to pay attention, align to God. And that's why I'm telling you, people, if you realize that you're not having no faith in God, and you don't believe in the process or anything, or you don't trust in anything, make sure you work that out with your Lord. Work it out, and work it out with the people around you, so those people don't keep pouring into you when you have no trust. Because when they find out that you're lying to them, lie is worse than anything else. It's hard to recover from. It will be hard to recover from. And then things are not getting going good, and you're fighting to stay. What are you fighting to stay for? To get worse? To see your grave before you should be there? We got to think about stuff. When things start to get out of hand and you said, all right, I guess this is not the right thing to do, go your mutual ways early, so that everybody understand and each other turn. You don't have to go out there and date anyone else if you don't want to. The choice is yours. You don't go there, you don't have to go out there to seek approval of others. If something is meant for you, it will present itself. And if something is meant for you, it will always come back. If something is not meant for you, it's going to go away forever, because it wasn't for you. When something is for you, it don't matter the days, the weeks, the months, the hurdles, the challenges, the ups, the downs. It will always be there for you. So learn these things, remember these things. So when we're looking at trust, we're looking at everything that we are surrounded by. Life on a whole. Yes, CEO of Cash. Let me know when you go live. So we need to let go. A lot of things right now we're not learning to let go, because we think our friend. Gone were the days when your friend have an opinion of you. You can't care too much about the opinions of your friends. So you're telling me because you're in situations, you must stuck in it because your family or your friends said you're a fool. This person is a good person. Not say that nobody's not a good person. They may not be a good person for you. But living with respect and everything is better. But when people start to disrespect you, you don't want to go back to that person. And it doesn't matter if it's he or she. You don't want to go back to those kind of life. Because whatever they show you in the beginning, they will also show you in the end. Even the worst. And and I got 2 young boys, and I'm so happy I got 2 young boys, because I'm also teaching my sons that no is no. You don't need to force anybody to be amongst you. You don't need to force nobody to be around you. If you gotta beg every day for people to be around you, I guess we need to check ourselves before we wreck ourselves. If things cannot flow naturally or technically, we need to check ourselves. Not check the people, we need to check ourselves. Let it flow naturally, because by the end of the day, we all have a story to tell about our life. By the end of the day, we are human beings. We're not on a silver platter. We all here having some ups and downs. Amen. We all here juggling. We do juggling, where they have the balls and they throw it up. They have maybe 3-4 balls in there. I can't do that. I probably can do it with 1 ball. That's it. But doesn't mean that other people out there don't know how to do these things. We got to learn to grow with grace. We got to learn to let go. We got to learn to say that everybody is not out there to get us either. But if we're dealing with insecurities, we're dealing with this, we're dealing with that, and all of us deal with something in our life. And when you start to take a stand in your life, that's when you gotta be careful, because you don't know what the other side who become your enemy is trying to do to you. And that's why you put God first in everything. As the songwriter said, God above everything. God above everything. You know, we out here living this life, yes. And while we live in this life, it's gonna have its ups and it's gonna have its downs. But it's how we perceive the things that are going to come with the ups and downs are going to make us separated and apart and unique and different. Learning to let go, we got to. And you know what? When we learn to let go, even in relationship, for example, sooner or later, that person may reach out to you and maybe apologize for what they have done to you. If they know where you live, they might come by and say, "Can I talk to you?" They will apologize to you. If those persons were genuine, but they realize that along the way, the route that they take to go about something wasn't the right way, they will apologize to you. You know what I mean? And then if we made mistake too, we apologize to them too, so they can get the peace they need and you can get the peace you need. That means even if you don't see eye to eye, you're not looking at a relationship no more or anything, you know what you want. You know what you want then, you know. But you have to give yourself time to heal, because if you're not healed, you will fall right back in that person's arms. When you're healed, you will not. Because now you can decipher to say, is this is what I want? Or do I just need peace? Do I need to just say, okay, I forgive you, you can move on, I can move on. So that you can, if you have children involved, also things can be better. Even though one person will still remain bitter because that person haven't been healed yet. But am I gonna want to be bitter with that person after I heal? No. And I start getting louder, I'm not gonna get louder, because that's not the music playing, right? That's somebody trying to tear you back apart from where you're coming from after you put yourself back together. Your life is like a puzzle. When you figure out how to put it back together, you don't want nobody to tear it apart again. So you want to grow with peace. You want to grow with the love, which is true trust. You gain love. You know, 'cause everything have a connection. But we gotta let go. Have to let go. We want the world to love us. We want everything to love us. But if we don't love ourselves either, we can't gain love either. If we don't not yet finding who we are, we gonna become our friend's worst nightmare. And sometimes people don't have to do anybody nothing. You know, people just get up every day and hate is their friend. You know, I might not like what somebody is doing, doesn't mean I hate you, because I tell myself early as a young girl, I can't make anyone. So there's no need to say I hate you. I might not like what you're doing. You know what I mean? Because we all entitled to not like what somebody is doing if you don't think so. But that doesn't mean you have to tear them down. You know what I mean? And let they breathe, let they go. And disrespect is a terrible thing. I hate people disrespect each other. You know what I mean? So they say, in other words, trust becomes a considerate choice. It's also completely valid, understandable, and normal for even this approach to feel like a challenge for many people. So trust can become, yes, facts, no reason to hate anyone. No, we can't build no one. No one. You know how many people right now, I could promise you, if we should interview them even in the jail cell, who have life in prison, some of them have regrets. Especially the one who were acting off their egos, letting their emotion get the best of them. They will tell you. They act out of regret, jealousy, envy, because they didn't know that their number was about to be called. But what happened now? They messed that number up. So there is no number for them to be called, you know. So the core drives of trust. What builds trust in people? People tend to trust you when they believe they are interacting with the real you, authenticity. When they have faith in your judgment and competence, logic, and when they feel that you care about them, empathy. When you show empathy to people, especially when they're going through stuff, you know what I mean? And a lot of times people are going through stuff, And it's so hard for us to comment. Well, it's hard for me to comment. And let me tell you why. Because you don't want to comment something and that person going through something and it might rub them the wrong way. Even though it could be a positive comment, but at the time when the person is not yet healed, to really in that level head space to see what these things is about, that can also trigger a wrong interpretation of your message to them. And as I grow and as I'm healing myself, I have to be learning also to be mindful and to be considerate about a lot of these things that are happening to people. It's like even when somebody say someone they love so much is no longer there. It's tough. What do you say to them? Sometimes it's just probably give them some heart and blessing, because you don't know you want to say something, don't get me wrong, because we always have a million and one word to say. It's like your sister call and say, hey, my boyfriend just hit me, or my boyfriend just break up with me. Don't we have a million and one attitudes right there and then quick and fast? But when it come on to the consciousness, the positiveness and the upliftment, we have to really think about it, because then we don't want to come off as being like what they're trying to get out of. We want to be the calmer person in the situation. Whether we're not calm or not, but we want to help to exuberate those kind of kindness, those calmness, the level of understanding. And I think when we have a level of understanding, it's easier for us to just let people be until when they come around now, then you can say XYZ. You know what I mean? Because it's not easy. Being too trusting is a weakness because it can leave you vulnerable to manipulation and exploitation. So we can become too trusting as everything too, because that can also be a weakness. And that's why it's good. A lot of people, when they say something to you and you have an opinion about what they said to you, they felt violated. You know why? Because you shouldn't have an opinion. You should just have a word as why yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. No. We all love the word yes, but we also got to remember, when you have deep conversation or deep situation that you're talking about, you don't just want to hear the yes, yes words. Share your thoughts, share your opinions about something, so we can get different views, different viewpoints, different perspective on a subject or on a topic. And that way, yes, you will have some agreement, you will have some disagreement, because it's the pros and the cons that are going to come out there. Somebody could be talking about the advantage, and somebody could also be talking about the disadvantage. Like I would say, you know what, trust is beautiful. And then somebody may come out and say, yes, trust is beautiful. But on the other hand, you can't be too trusting. And that person might dive into their experience to tell you why you can't be too trusting. Because I have hurt before, because I was so trusting, I was blind to trust. I was doing everything correct. I was dotting my I's. I was crossing my T's. Perfect. So I didn't see that. Up Movement TV, bless up, blessing, good morning. You know what I mean? And then these people start to realize, you know what? I didn't see it coming. And when you don't see things coming, then you start to realize, like, Lord, help me. What have I got myself into? But guess what, guys? The mere fact that you said, Lord, help me, the mere fact that you said, what have I got myself into, goes to show that we are aware. And that's what makes you stronger. Through that little stressful things that you go through, whatever that stressful part of you may be, you realize, hi, Miss Sinnerbeck, how are you? You realize that through that, you are going to gain some level of understanding to say, you know what, it's okay. Because if this didn't happen, you would not be able to see through here. A lot of people who are gamers out there, they know what trust is like. When they gotta go through this door, if they don't trust the process to say that they're gonna win to go through this door, the door is still locked. They can't go through that door. They gotta make sure they win over here, and they gotta trust the process so that so they can win, so they could unlock that door, because they need it. Because the other teams that are playing with them are coming up on them, depending on the game that they're playing. And if they don't try to get to that door is going to get to them before. And then what happened? Game down, game over. And that's why when we're aware of something, I say, I'm fine, thank you for asking. Greetings, yes, blessings, blessings to everyone. We have to be aware. Because a lot of things is out there and we got to be aware. And when it comes on to relationship, let go. Until we're going through turmoil in our life, let go. If that thing is for you, it will come back. If it's not for you, it's not going to come back. You know what I mean? Let it go. Whether you're a male, you're a female, whatever that is. Sometimes it's walking away. You don't have to argue. You don't have to be rude. You don't have to be disrespectful. You know what I mean? Trust is both earned and given. And we all have our opinion on this, you know. Everything we gonna have opinion on, and that's perfectly fine, because that's why God make us unique. That's why He make us with different perspective, different ways of and coming up with ideas, different ways of coming up with things to say yes, what we understand from this. And even in schools or anywhere you go to learn, teacher and put out something out there and we said, what are your thoughts on this? I want to hear you guys' opinions. And then from there, the teacher had the book already. She read through. She already, prepare for her lesson. She already know if that what you're saying is gonna be. I am getting ready for the day. Love will. I will see you later on. Say, thank you so much. You appreciate CEO of Cash. Thank you guys so much. Snapback say that's a great illustration. Game language. Yes. You know what I mean? You want to get there, but you got to trust this part here so you know how to get over there. Okay, if you don't figure it out, you're still going to be right here, But we want to get over there. So trust is both earned and given. And as I said, we always going to have our opinion of that. It's like a little, it's like teachers, lecturers, pastors or anything. Sometimes they throw out a lesson out there. And when they put the lesson out there, they will say, congregation, what I want your thoughts on this. They have in the dialogues in the church. It's like when they have Bible lessons. With Bible lessons, they want to see how you guys are understanding the chapter that was being read. Whether it's read about Paul, whether it was about John, whether it's about Timothy, whosoever it was about. Yes, having a great day, see you, blessing. You know what I mean? So we got to be careful, Trust is both earned and given. Trust is earned by consistently demonstrating trustworthy behavior over time. Barry, walking exercise for your health. Blessings, my sister. Thumbs up. Up, done. Blessings, blessings. Appreciate everyone. Thank you guys for stopping by. You know what I mean? We're talking about trust and a lot of things that we got to learn to let go. And sometimes when we let go, we see blessings. You hold on to something so long that was no longer holding on to you, and you can't see the next door. We can't see that there was an opportunity over there, but because we hold on so long. And sometimes your intuition are telling you to let go, But we're so stubborn sometimes. We human beings, we are so stubborn. And then some of us don't get out of it alive. And that's why we have to encourage our brothers and sisters, wherever you are in this world and you're going through stuff. If you can come to a decent resolution to resolve things and go your separate ways as soon as you can, you buckle up your shoes and start it to run. You will find your way back home. If ever to your mama, to your papa, you will find your way back home until things can be resolved. And you lay low until things can be resolved. If it can't be resolved peacefully, then there's no need to keep crying over it. You know what I mean? Keep going. Get yourself time to heal. Because a lot of us will keep looking back. Because you're worried about what your friends going to say. You're worried about what your family going to say. Your life is at stake. Why are you worried about what your friends and family going to say? You're in danger. You're the only one know what you're in. Right now we're here and we come on YouTube or we come on anything. We're the only one know if we didn't eat last night. We're the only one know if we don't have no money to pay our bills. We're the only one. And God that knows that. And then we might have few friends and family. We say, Lord, things is tough. Things is rough. But you might not even give them great details of why you say things is tough and things is rough. Because you want to tough it out first. You want to challenge yourself. And then when we learn to let go, you see blessings start to flow. Sometimes people call you out of nowhere. Have you ever been on somebody just call you out the blues? And they say, hey, I'm calling you. I've heard from you in a while. It could be auntie, cousin, sister, brother. You haven't heard from them in a while. You know what I mean? They're thinking about you because you were thinking about something, and through you, it speaks, it sends signals. You know, we are like neurons. When we learn that in science, what neurons, how they connect, the cells and all these things. I don't know how we connect, but life is so beautiful, you know? So trust is earned by consistently demonstrating trustworthy behavior over time. And that is something that we have to continually work on. We're all working, we're all evolving, we are all trying to strengthen ourselves, our livelihood, our friends, our families, our associate, the people we come in contact with, whether physical, whether virtually, whether physically, like in person, or so forth, or wherever it is, through text messages, through emails, or anything. Sometimes you don't know these people, but you come in contact with them, different platforms. This means that a leader needs to act in ways that align with their values, communicate openly and honestly, follow through on commitments, and demonstrate integrity in their actions. We have to do these things. Sometimes you would say, I don't want to rub people the wrong way. But my opinion, if that's the only way you know how, you can say, excuse me. It's like, I remember once when my neighbor was harassing me, and the cop came, the cop was involved and everything. And I think I had used a word then. I'm telling you, I know where I'm coming from. And I was trying to get my point across, but when you're angry, when most Jamaicans are angry, we don't speak proper English. We go straight into mother tongue, which is Creole. At this time, it's like a comfort zone. You go straight into Creole. So it was hard for them to understand me. And I use a word, and I had to say, excuse my language, because that's how I was raised. If we see somebody who's older than us or anything, and we use certain words that could be derogatory or profanity or anything, we always use the term excuse me, excuse my language. That means we're saying pardon my language. That means the words that are going to be used at this given time, we're asking you to excuse us from that. That means we basically like apologizing to you without intentionally doing something. We're not intentionally doing it, but that's sometimes you don't have no other way to express yourself than to use what is in front of you. And also, I'm also learning that we have to be careful how we use what is in front of us just to express ourselves, because it can rob others, and we have to be careful and be mindful. You know, and when we're in relationships or anything, what's good respect? Yes, that's good. Good respect. Yes, we have to have respect. We were raised to be very respectful and respect our elderly foremost too. Can a relationship last if trust is broken? Trust.
Mom, I use my Bible.
Your microphone?
No, your Bible.
No, you hit that. Hit the button right there. Yes.
I didn't find it.
That's respect, and we can't always get caught in our emotion because it's so easy to get caught in it. And that's why we have to fight to get out of it. We gotta fight to get out. We gotta pray. To hard work, consistent prayers, be aware, stop self-doubt ourselves. I mean, we got it out there. But it's good thing when we share what we're going through, others are able to help direct us. You know, whether we like the direction or not, they also help to direct us to what we're going through. Because when we come up with different people's perspective and things, we are now able to look through different lenses, and I call it lenses. Like what you share here, Miss Sinabak, you say that's respect, and we can't always get caught in our emotion because it's so easy to get caught in the emotion. So even if I am in my emotion and you said that, now I'm able to have a different perspective and how I should be able to navigate my emotions. That will also help when somebody going through something, because one thing I always say, don't tell somebody what they want to hear, you tell them what they don't want to hear. That means they might not agree with what you're saying, but when they get to think about these things, they processing these thoughts, these information, these different perspectives, they come together and say, you know what, that's true. We should not get caught up in our emotion, which is it's very easy to get caught up in there. But when we have people out there that can help direct us, we're able to now look at different angles, different lens, and that will help strengthen us. It's just like mental health. And people going through mental health, that's an emotion that they're into, a deep emotional phase. And through therapy and so forth, they're able to look in different lenses, because that therapy is able to come up with maybe a quick solution that they have in front of them, didn't know they have it, but it was there. Yes. They didn't know it was there. You say it's also a help to direct others so they won't fall for the same situation over and over again. And we got to learn, when people are doing something, you don't have to fall for it if it's not right. Don't fall for it. What you do is go ahead and do further research, so that, like our YouTube have a platform now. You have people who want to react. You can react positively. You can create contents about these things. You have people who are reactors that will react positively to something you say, and they will come out and say, also, I am going to disagree on this part, and then they come up with their facts or their suggestions are based on how they understand something, and then they will share that with others, so that you can see through a different lens. Nothing wrong with seeing different perspective and see through different lenses, because how you think we're going to evolve, how you think we're growing. Like even what YouTube is doing now, you can barely if you become moderators and stuff, you can barely communicate on a lot of the channels. So the other day you can't even comment. You have to put a number in. Then you can comment. You can't comment in shorts. You barely can. Sometimes when you do in comment and short, it must be they're probably not looking. So many things are happening that you were not seeing at the moment until we open it. Until we decide to try it. But letting go, you have to take work. Gaining trust take work. The ability to think outside the box take work. It's not an overnight situation. It's like you have a presentation in the morning, and if you're not prepared for your presentation, you will not be able to execute the presentation the way you want to, effectively, properly. You know what I mean? And that's why everything take work, everything take time, everything is time consuming. But we have to also learn to grow, strengthen each other. You know what I mean? And that's why a different perspective. Look, a man built KFC, and when he realized that he built KFC, he no longer here, but he lived the hidden secret. He lived the secret. He lived the vision. He lived the mission. Now others are able to come on and create franchises through KFC, through the brand. Now you have franchises. If you got money, you can purchase a KFC. You got money, you can purchase a Little Caesar, a franchise. You got money, you can purchase a franchise in McDonald's. You got money, you can do so many. You can be a partner in something, you know. You can be affiliate in a company. You can be associate in a company. You know what I mean? So many things that we can do. But it takes time. Because one, you gotta know what you want too. If you don't know what you want in life, that's gonna make things difficult and harder. And I remember also that everybody is gonna have different opinion of anything. I might be talking on trust, the power of trust. Somebody may have a different opinion of the power of trust. You know why? Because we all have different ways of dealing with situation at hand. Because we all have ways in which we go to trust issues. We all have ways in which we can define trust in our life, because you've been there, you live it. You know what you're talking about. You know what I mean? But for somebody who don't live it, they won't know exactly what you're talking about until they're in the situation. It's like a lot of people, when young people start to get pregnant over the years, they said, and they having 3, 4 kids. A lot of people used, especially the elderly back then, a lot of them used to have a perception of young people like young people are just pure H's. They're pure A's. But how did children come into this world? Children didn't come into this world because you locked down trust, or you locked down this, or you locked down that. You come into this world because you wanted to explore the world. Children come into this world because we want to widen our horizon. We want to explore. We want to see what mother would feel like. We want to see what everybody talking about. And then here come we perceive the world around us with our own perspective. And then some people that get caught pregnant early is because there was no foundation in the home to teach them about education, the proper way to go about something, the proper way to do something. There was no foundation that laid. You ask, how did you come here? They lie to you. You come from the sky. That's trust broken right there. You know what I mean? Education was not a big issue in some lives because mom was out there busy, dad was out there busy, nobody was there. It's like kids raising kids. Nobody to direct them, nobody to steer them in the right direction, nobody to for them to be able to trust. So they go trust their instinct and go out there and do what they gotta do. And then they get caught, but that doesn't mean their life can turn around. Because by getting caught doing what they're not supposed to be doing, if they're smart enough and will be and they whosoever they get entangled with, you realize, you know what, we're gonna have to step up and be the better version of what we were when we get ourselves in this situation. You will see them become better now. I was reading an article once before I close here, and this young lady, she is from Michigan. She lives all the way in, I think, Gambia or Nigeria. She got pregnant at the age of 15. And she said at the time, one of her aunt took her, put her into a home, and said she will be right back. And she never returned to help her out. Nobody was there to really support her. But nevertheless, along the way, I think it was an article on Google. I forgot the name of the article a while back, but I think I talked about this story before. And now she is a princess over there in Africa, one of those countries in Africa, 'cause Africa is a continent. So one of those countries in Africa, now they view her as a princess. She grew up, not because she had the little ups, the hiccups right there. That didn't deter her from elevating herself. That didn't deter her, that didn't stop her livelihood of being a woman. And that's why we have to learn to be mindful with our children. You know, things happen and we want to chase them with stones and everything. We also got to give them ammunition, give them the foundation, and let them know, hey, this happened, but we can get out of it. This happened, but we can move forward so it don't happen again. If they continue to make those same mistakes, then you have to let them make their own mistakes. But be a pillow for them. Be a pillow. Be a support system for them. Because now I'm pretty sure all those people who left her by the wayside, she said she had one childhood friend growing up and she's in Africa with her right now. Ain't that a blessing? Her one childhood friend was always there for her. And that's why it's good to have good support system. You know, it's good to have good friends around you. It's good to have positive people around you, because if you don't have them around you, you're going to have some level of issues. You're going to have a lot of issues. You know what I mean? So strengthen kings. Because right now, can you look at all those people who discriminated against her then? Chastise her because she got pregnant at the age of 15 and think that's her life forever? Can you imagine how they're probably leaning on her now? For $10-15 now because she's a princess. She excelled to the next level. They honor her. So you got to remember also what people won't honor you with in your own town, in your own country, in your own state, in your own parish. So, because Jamaica, we deal with parishes. In your own parishes, in your own country, in your own town, in your own city, in your own district. You go somewhere else and somebody will appreciate you for down to the ground you walked on. And that's why we got to uplift the youths of today's society. Lift them up, because if we don't lift them up, what we're seeing now is a result of what the mouth of us are doing to our young people. The mouth of us. Whether from the head all the way down. We're scratching. We're scratching now to solve this. We're scratching to solve that. Why are we scratching to solve that? Because there is no real opportunity out there. Sometimes you have opportunity out there, and just the rigorousness that you have to go through to get that one opportunity. By the time we get there, we done. We need a bottle of water. We're thirsty. We're dried. We're confused. We're stressed out. But when others gone before you and know the way and can lead the way, lead the way. You will say, but I work so hard. Why should I teach somebody this then? How did you, hey, how did you think teachers become teachers? They work hard to become a teacher, but yet they have to teach the multitude so they can go out there to elevate themselves one way or the other. You're into a company, you have the managerial position. Those managers also have to train those supervisors, work with those supervisors. Every day things change. They have to be constantly keeping abreast, having meetings, monthly meetings, weekly meetings to share these concerns. Hey, to share these concerns, to share what is at stake, what is going to happen, the shift that is going to take. Sometimes they have to lay off people. They have to have these meetings when they realize that they check these things and they vet these things and they realize that they're not going to able to have none of these things no more. So we have to be mindful. But anyway, family, I ain't going to stay long with you guys. I want to say thank you to everyone. I'm not going to stay long with you today. Well, I stay long enough, but helping others to grow and strengthen their life shouldn't be shouldn't be of anything else, because even with YouTube, I've seen a lot changing with YouTube, a lot. Uh-huh. Where you going? I'm gonna get off and go finish upload that work for you so you don't have it to do. I'm just writing this. I'm gonna turn my computer on. I got some people here to ring up, so I'm gonna ring them up in the background on my computer. In here it's so hot. Is the heat on? Turn the heat off, because I'm boiling up.
It's really,
So,
it's cold, Mom.
it's not cold,
It's cold to me.
because you're not sleeping.
They're not too high.
No, they say you're not supposed to turn it up too high,
Why?
because they say you might blow the fuse or something like that.
Why did it high right there? Why did it high right there?
I have no clue, my baby.
Maybe it's for safety. Maybe it's for safety.
For safety?
Yeah, maybe for like.
For safety reason, yes, because recently was tripped out, so that maybe that's why they said that. I'm just writing everybody down here so I can put them in the background. And I got some from last night. I gotta put it in the background.
I can turn my blanket into yours to sleep.
Yeah.
Okay.
You say your blanket?
Yeah.
Okay. So what I'm doing, family, is writing on everyone that is here so that I can bring you up in the background. And to everyone that is having a birthday today too, happy birthday to you all. Uh-oh. Yes, I'm just writing on these names here so I can get everybody. Things will get better. All right, so I'm just writing on everybody that was here. So, big shout out to Khan was here. Whole lot of woman podcast. Big shout out to you. And let me see, Grace and Grace travels and visa requirement. Big shout out to you. In a beauty blessing lifestyle. Big shout out to you guys. Thank you guys. John, thank you for stopping by. And Megas, thank you for stopping by. Tracy Local Learning, thank you so much. Jax M Street 86, thank you so much. World Smile with Basil, thank you guys. CEO of Cash, Christopher Flash. Up Movement TV, missing out bad. Thank you guys so much. So much.
Okay.
Missing out bad. Say, tell your son I am so wanting to dress up for his presentation and stand up. Jaden, missing up bad. Tell you Jaden, that was for you. I'm so proud of you wanting to dress up for his presentation and stand up, telling me he's ahead of the crowd. Jaden, you hear that?
Yeah.
You're ahead of the crowd. So be like Martin Luther King. I have a dream that one day I'll be the leader. Telling me he's a true leader. He said, you're a true leader. What should you say? All right, say thank you. All right, Miss Sinapback, thanks to everyone. I'm going to turn my computer on and put somebody in the background and also on this phone here and go finish helping with his work. So you will see, I will leave one comment and then you guys will see. All right. All right. All right, guys. So you have a blessed day. Thank you all for stopping by. Appreciate all of you. You will get a comment from me. John, a whole lot of woman podcast. I don't know if you guys are still here. If you don't mind, leave me a message so I could check you guys out. Hold on. I think I could do this. I'll check everybody. Barry, do I got Barry? Oh yeah, I got Barry on here. I gotta check everybody out. Barry, I didn't even shout. I don't think I shout you out. Barry, walking exercise for your health. Yes, I'll check everybody out. That was here. So let me. Okay. So I will check everybody that was here. And for a whole lot of woman podcast, leave me a message so I can click in, grab onto your channel and stuff. And then everybody else, I got you. And John. But everybody else, I got you. So I can check everybody out. Okay. All right, guys, you have a blessed day. And remember now, so much is happening in the world, but whatever you want to talk about, we can always talk about it because it's opinions. You know, some can be factual, some not, you know, but we are all entitled to our opinions. And when we're going through stuff, all we need is trusted individuals to share. Not we don't I don't want you to tell me what I want to hear. I want you to tell me something that can be uplifting. You know what I mean? Because when we in our dark days, our dark times, we can't see clearly. But when we get out of those phases, we can see clearly. As it's somewhere to say, I can see clearly now. The rain is shining, or the sunshine or whatever. But anyway, until then, to God be the glory. We say, be kind, have faith, be honest, be thankful, smile often, stay humble, and love always. Until then, have a blessed day, everybody. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm going to ring you guys up right now. So we'll see. All right. So yes, Miss Sinapback, you have a blessed day as well. Thank you, everyone. All right, Jaden, I'm coming to you. All right, let me go here.